I'll say a drug-filled and violent home.
Right.
So actually decided to leave home at 14, stayed with some friends through high school, was like very lucky enough to have friends with amazing parents that helped me out through that time. So probably around like junior year of high school, I started to realize that like college wasn't in the cards for me. Looking back, maybe that's probably not true, but I didn't have any mentors to tell me, you know, if I told my story, like you could get in and scholarships exist. So my equation was, I don't have money, so I'm not going to college. So I started looking at other options. Obviously, the military was there, a couple of huge bases. And so I started talking to friends' parents who had served and was like, this is really neat. I heard the same thing from just about every single one of them. And that was like, if I could go back and do it again, right, I would have flown planes. I would have done SF. I would have done EOD, like all these jobs. So I started looking into that stuff. Around this time, I saw a flyer in the gym that I was working out at for like help a disabled veteran. And I ended up connecting with this vet who was blind, and he was blinded defusing an IED in the Middle East. And so one thing that he told me really struck me, which was like, he wouldn't change it. He's like, the people I met, the lessons I learned, like all of those things shifted my life in such a positive way that it was kind of worth my eyesight. And that stuck with me really hard. And that was kind of the day that I decided that I was going to go be an EOD tech. And so I took a very different path than most people. I went to the strip mall, the classic strip mall where everybody enlists. Every town has one. And I went door to door and just talked to all the branches. And I was like, this is the job I want to do. What does it look like to get there? The Marine Corps, you have to serve like 4 or 6 years and reach a certain rank to go into EOD. You can't enlist into it. And so that was kind of immediately out for me. The Army recruiter told me that I could leave in like a week and then kept calling me after. So I just felt a little too eager.
He was really trying to hit his numbers. He missed quota that month.
And then the Navy and the Air Force both just sounded so interesting to me and like the most interesting mission. And you could also go straight in as EOD. And I did some research and found out, I don't know how familiar you are with the Navy recruiting process, but if you wash out of a school like that, you go undesignated for a few years where you mop and chip paint and things. And I was like, that sounds pretty terrible. So I hedged my bets with the Air Force and